Hi, welcome to JTV's Game of the Week. I'm Emma Canis.
And I'm Brooklyn Sylvan.
Yeah, and today we're covering the Liberty Barnegat field hockey game. We have Brooklyn over here. She is a field hockey player who is currently out, but thankfully we have her to go through the play-by-plays. So for those of us who don't know really anything about field hockey, what is your, field hockey for dummies?
I mean, I kind of look at it as a soccer game with sticks and a lot more fouls.
Okay.
So that's why you'll hear the refs blowing the whistle a lot, changing sides of the field. Yeah, it's a fun game. It takes a little to understand the concept, but it's pretty fun.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a few games. I know there's a lot of different rules that I still don't really completely understand, but hopefully with you here, you can, shed some light on those calls that can't super duper see, but.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So is there a number one scorer that we should watch out for on Barnegat? Have you guys played Barnegat yet? Or
we have not played Barnegat yet this year. We've played them every year in the past. They're in our conference. So we'll have to see. We have new coaches this year, so we're a very different team than we were in the past.
Okay. Looks like they just started.
Yep, Liberty ball first. So it looks like Liberty got a touch on the ball, and it's going to be Liberty's ball. Let's see if they can bring it up the field.
Looks like they got some nice passes going on.
It's going to be back to Barnegat. See if Liberty can get a stop here, not let it in the circle. Looks like it's going to be Liberty coming out.
And I see the girls all have protective eyewear on and everything. Do they have any other gear on, or is that?
Just that and mouth guard and shin guards. That's it.
Okay.
And goggles are actually not required. It's by choice. Yeah, very surprising, but most of our girls decide to wear it.
I feel like that's a smart move.
We got Jackie Cassidy with the pass to Jackie out of bounds.
There's just a huge lantern fly on me.
Oh my God.
Public service announcement. If anyone sees a lantern fly, make sure you kill them.
Are those the ones that everyone's talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
I see them all around school.
Wow.
Wow, this is disgusting.
Let's see, we got Lydia Kellyman, and now it's Barnegat's ball. It's been pretty much back and forth.
Yeah, I haven't really seen a huge possession win here.
Yeah, which sometimes it's better that way, but we definitely need to get step up on offense here.
How is Liberty doing so far in the season? Have you guys had any games previously?
Yes, we're 2-3 right now.
Okay.
We just beat Lakewood 8-0 and had a win over Donovan 1-0.
Nice.
So, yep, those were some two great wins. Hoping to add another one here today.
Definitely.
Ooh. Looks like they almost hit some of our teammates.
Shout out to Ferone for getting me paper towels to clean that dead bug off my leg.
Yeah, now I gotta look around, make sure none are on me. Looks like Barnegat's gonna be going into the circle. Let's hope Liberty can make a stop. And it's Liberty's ball. Great hit up the field. Out of bounds, but really good hit. And White's right there. It's going to stay Barnegat ball.
And sadly, I will be leaving you in the hands of Mr. Harry Ferrone.
Mr. Ferrone. Great
Brooklyn,
guy.
Welcome your new commentator.
Thank you so much. It was fun while it lasted with you.
Thank you for teaching me a little bit.
Of course.
I have a lot more knowledge than I started. Thank you. Passing the headset to Mr. Ferrone.
Thank you so much, Emma and Brooklyn. Welcome, welcome.
Ferrone, it's great to have you here.
It's so good to be here working a game with you as a shot on goal right off the post.
And
I think
Barnegat
that's in.
score, yep.
So I got here just in time for the action here, huh?
Yeah, it's been pretty back and forth so far in the first until actually you just came.
And what are we playing? 3 15 minutes?
It's
or
4 15 minutes.
4 15?
Yep.
Okay. Once again, I'm sure you guys probably already discussed this, but the great thing about having you here is that you kind of understand the rules a little bit more than most of us.
Yeah, it's a different perspective definitely to be over here instead of on the field. You can see Liberty bringing it up the field a little bit. Barnegat's going to take back possession.
Pretty sunny day out here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for a game. See Ari Broughton bringing it up the field with the pass. She just saved that.
Little play stoppage there. I think that's kind of always been one of the issues that we've had here calling field hockey games. There seems to be an awful lot of stoppage of plays.
So many, yep.
I'm sure you'll be able to give us some insight as to why things are stopping. And
Yeah, a lot of times it's foot calls. Those are the ones that get us when the ball just hits the foot.
not allowed to advance the ball with your foot, or you can't have it hit your foot at all?
Not at all. Even if the girl from the other team hits it into your foot, it's a call on you.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's a play that you practice.
Yeah, you just got to keep the stick on the ground, really. Just avoid it from happening. Looks like Barnegat's going to maintain possession.
It's Barnegat up 1-0 here with quite sure how much time is left in this in this quarter.
See if Liberty can get it out of the circle. Great stop by Rebecca, where she has Jackie Casale running up the field. And it's going to stay Liberty ball.
Pretty exciting minute there.
It's going to be an offensive corner for Liberty, actually. Offensive corners are great. It's a great opportunity for the offensive team to have a quick, easy score.
What's the strategy for this?
You really just got to keep practicing different types of corners, see which one works for your team the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw in our last game against Memorial, they were hitting to the short person, and sometimes they hit through to the middle.
Yeah,
they really mixed it up.
Yeah, it could go to anyone, really. She's going to drive it in. Not quite there. Barnegat's going to take the ball back out.
So tough. The ball bounces so much.
Yeah.
And you guys switched off of the regular varsity field this season. What's the rationale for that?
Yeah, I mean, it was great over there with the scoreboard being up there. Easier to, tell how much time you have left, take a look at the score, but the grass field hockey, it can depend on the field, honestly. The ball just wouldn't move in that grass. This grass, much better.
Yeah, they really did a nice job of growing the grass on that field to
Yeah.
the point where it's actually like too much grass.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is probably good for another sport, which is probably it's a good lacrosse field. Then, right?
Definitely, yeah. Barnegat's going to try to drive it into the goal, and it just goes out of bounds. It's going to be Liberty ball coming out.
Goalkeepers in field hockey, what are they allowed to use?
Pretty much anything. They carry a stick with them, but they hardly ever use it. It's mostly feet.
Mostly feet.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And a lot of people think when they look at the goalkeeper, they think they have a glove, but they don't have a glove, do they?
No. It's just a pad.
Kind of slap at the ball if you can. So
Yeah,
to speak.
it's happened before. We have Jackie Casale again. Jackie Cassidy with a great drive up the field. Oh, and
Looks like Julieta Cantuna.
just saved it. Great. Great run by Liberty up there, almost scoring. See if they can get the ball back.
Little late to the game here myself today. I had a rehearsal for our Halloween Spooktacular.
Went well?
Went well. Things are going all right. We're really looking forward to putting on a new fun show for the Halloween season and kind of get performers back performing, which is, of course, the goal, and
Yeah, of
get the
course.
stage crew working. And
Of
get
course, super
the
excited
JTV
for
crew
that.
working. I mean, honestly, get these kids a chance to do the thing they love to do. I don't know. I think watching this, like as a layman watching field hockey, I always feel like it looks so difficult to control the ball. The combination of the ball bouncing,
Yeah.
the stick isn't very big itself, and you can't use one side of it. So it's not even like you
Yeah,
can.
it's not like regular hockey where you can use either side. You definitely need really good hand-eye coordination for this sport.
Probably a strong back too, because
Yeah.
you're bent over pretty much the whole time. Liberty defense taking care of business down there.
Really, they're doing great down there.
What do you think the toughest skill to learn in field hockey is?
That's a tough question, honestly. I mean, when you're by the post and you're trying to just tap it in right, you got to time it up right away, like just on point. It's tough to time up the hits
Yeah,
to
I've
get it
seen
in.
that. Again, that's so difficult because it's not like it's not like it's a hockey puck on an ice skating rink where it's sliding along and a little more predictable. The bounces are
Yeah.
so incredibly unpredictable.
There could be a rock on the field that just makes the ball bounce up.
Yeah, you're in perfect position and all of a sudden the ball doesn't go where it's supposed
Yeah.
to go.
Yep.
Now, how high are you allowed to? Are there any rules as far as how high you're allowed to bring the stick?
Yes, if you're near someone and it goes pretty much anywhere above your, I would say, knees-ish, they'll call a dangerous stick on you. Same with the ball. A great drive by Jackie Cassidy up the field. Jackie Casale gets to the ball. It's a great play by Queenie Lynn, forcing Barnegat out of bounds. It's going to be a Liberty ball.
How high can you hit that ball?
It depends. If you're near a group of, a clump of people and you hit it near them, they're going to call it dangerous. But if it lands near no one, it's fair game.
They'll just let it go?
Yeah.
Okay.
it also depends on the ref, you know.
I mean, we cover a lot of sports at JTV, and we have never covered a sport that has so many stoppage of plays for
Yeah.
penalties and resets.
I've never seen like a regular ice hockey game, but I'm sure you have. Is there as many fouls in that game?
No.
Nope.
Nope, not nearly. Not nearly. You know, I mean, the field hockey games are fun to cover. They're so action-packed, and
Yeah.
the field hockey girls tend to be, and here we go, another shot on goal, and that's
And
in.
yep, that's going to be a Barnegat goal.
You know, the field hockey players are so passionate about their sport that it really shines through every day. They're out on the field, so they're really fun to cover.
Yeah, it really does show. Like, I know these girls work so hard in practice, and we're just such a family. It's great. It really shows.
Visitors up 2-0 here early, probably late in the first quarter, I'm guessing. It's got to be running pretty late.
Yeah.
And I think one of the other things, most field hockey in middle school, such a crucial thing. I mean, I'm not sure our middle schools in Jackson have field hockey programs?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, well, that little feeder program's so important. I mean, we've seen such a big influx of coaching in lacrosse. Lacrosse has seen like a huge boom, I'd say, in the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
On the Jersey Shore. And it's good to see the field hockey, which has been around for a long time, still a consistently played sport that is being played at the middle school.
And it's crazy because this sport it's not like soccer how there's, you know, leagues when you're 3, and you learn basically right when you get into middle school how to play this sport. So we're pretty late on the game when other towns have leagues like soccer does.
Well, that's a pretty big advantage to have as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Some nice defense there by the Liberty Lions.
And Victoria Rodriguez going to try to get it. And that's the end of the first quarter.
That's it. We've got the end of the first quarter, and we've got the visiting team, the Barnegat Bengals, up 2-0 here over the Liberty Lions. And what do you think the keys to the first quarter were there, Brooklyn?
I mean, we came out looking strong. We really did. It was back and forth mostly the whole first, I'm not sure how many minutes, but the first quarter, first part of it, definitely we were looking really good, playing hard.
Well, momentum shifts happen in the course of a game, and I think one of the things I always look forward to seeing is how teams that get down early in a matchup, how they bounce back.
Yeah.
And kind of you know, like what do you think's going on in that huddle over there right now in that meeting?
I'm thinking that she's telling them keep their heads up because we're playing great, and telling them probably some skill advice.
Yeah, and you know, if you're the Barnegat team, you've got a lead. You know, the old philosophy: get ahead, stay ahead. You know, really, I think that the keys to the last 10 minutes I saw of the quarter there was the Bengals simply taking advantage of the scoring opportunities.
Yeah.
Liberty definitely had a few opportunities just since I've been here to score and just didn't capitalize. So this one's by no means over for sure.
No, yeah. Our coaches always tell us if they can score 2 goals in the first half, we can score 2 goals in the second half, or the same amount of time.
Wise words.
I also think the game, depending on how you look at it coming into it, it definitely affects how the game will go. So if you have a good mentality, positive, and good energy, it's definitely going to be a great game. got the start to the second quarter. Liberty ball. Great hit up the field. We got Carly Costelli. Got the ball away from Barnegat. See what we do with it.
Looks like we busted out the aerial cam for today. Got a nice camera set up on a 10-foot platform there, an aerial camera platform. Helps us get that little bit higher of a vantage point here, which is always a little bit tough on these fields that are out in this way when we're not playing on a stadium. It's hard to get that high angle, which is so important. The only tough thing about this field, Brooklyn, is taking a look at what you see on the screen. Is what do you think it is?
I mean, you definitely don't get the full. You don't get the full picture that you get if you're here. But that could be for any sport.
That's true. One of the other challenging things with the sun being right behind the field. Whoops, this could be challenging for that as well.
Very true.
You end up with some silhouetting going on, which is kind of what you see right now.
You know, I give a lot of credit to the person who sits up on that 10-foot platform.
Looks like Kyle today.
I don't think I'd ever be able to do it.
It's actually a really good vantage point to watch a game from.
Oh, I
bet.
bet.
It really is. It's a fun camera to work too. If I have to work a camera at a game, I like working that one.
You'll sit all the way up there?
I will. I'll sit up there. I like it up there. Even with a bum leg, I'll sit up there.
Your bum leg. Ari Broughton's going to get a touch on the ball.
Oh, good defensive play there by number 23, okay, Lucas.
Barnegat's going to try to force Liberty out of bounds. And looks like it worked. Great drive. Just goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just wide. What do we call this when the offensive team hits the ball past the goalkeeper? What do they call the inbound ball? Like what's happening right now? What's that called?
Out.
If it was soccer, it would be like a goal kick. What's it in field hockey?
I mean, it's kind of just coming out on the 16. That's what they say.
Is that what the inside box is there? 16-yard line?
That line you see right there is the 16, and then the circle is just...
The circle.
Yeah, we just call it the
I
circle.
like it.
No fancy terms.
That's all right. It's a good term. I like circles.
Ah. Looks like Liberty has another offensive corner. Let's see if they can take advantage of this.
Last time they went with a short pass and then passed across the field. Try and create some space.
It's going to be
just going right for the
Jackie.
shot. Oh.
And it's going to be another corner.
And you know what's funny? That's exactly the play that you talked about 2 minutes ago. When you were explaining to me one of the toughest skills,
Yeah.
you talked about how tough it is to be the one on the post.
It really is.
And as that ball comes across to knock it in, and then you saw it bounce 3 different ways.
Yep.
For sure. Here's a replay of that one. Hopefully we get this done before the next one. All right. Back live.
We have Barnegat running down the field with the ball. Let's see if Liberty can make a stop. It's going to remain Barnegat ball.
Defensive players allowed to go only so far.
They must be 5 yards before making a play on the girl with the ball.
Ball at midfield.
Jackie Cassidy with the ball. See what she can do. Great drive once again by Jackie Cassidy.
A pretty nice pass there.
Oh,
Just missed by
just
Queenie.
missed. See? Another corner.
Now, what caused the corner in that one?
I would be able to tell you, but I really couldn't see it that well.
Okay, fair enough.
A lot of times corners happen because it hits people's feet. Because the defense just gets so worried about the ball going in, they don't care.
Gotcha. So what, if it hits their foot inside the box, they get a corner?
Yep,
Was it inside the circle or inside the 16?
inside the circle. If any foul happens, it's a corner.
It's a corner. Okay.
And just goes out.
Did that one actually stay kind of low though too?
Yeah.
Again, it is. You know, I know it sound like a broken record, but for folks at home, sometimes maybe it doesn't translate as well on camera. But the ball bounces a lot.
It really does. Especially when you're in the moment on that field, it can mess up your game.
And also probably not translating particularly well is actually how this field actually is pretty well kept.
Yeah.
And pretty nice field for field hockey, right?
Very good, yeah. You have some of these away fields that the grass is just so long and the ball just travels so slowly. I like our field, definitely. I know some of my teammates prefer like turf fields, but the ball moves way too fast for turf. Like, we can handle it, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
That would not surprise me, but the turf, what do you think, bounces a little more consistent on the turf, or?
Yeah,
Just a
definitely
little bit?
more consistent. And you definitely have to keep the ball on your stick more because it just travels so
Yeah,
fast.
it gets away from you?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Knowing the attributes of you know, how turf plays as a general rule.
Yeah. Got Liberty ball again. It's going to be another corner, actually.
Yeah, I think the corners are really exciting to watch.
Definitely,
I really
yeah.
do. That's my favorite part of the game, to be honest.
When you're playing in the game and you hear that whistle blow and you know you're getting a corner, it's just great. You just want that goal so bad because you're so close.
Let's see if they go a little bit more to the middle this time. Nope. Same basic play.
Got Jackie Cassidy. It's going to be coming out for Barnegat.
Been hearing Jackie Cassidy's number 9 called quite a bit today.
Jackie Cassidy, yeah. Great player. She has some really strong drives. It's going to stay Liberty ball.
Must have been a foot penalty, I'm guessing.
Jackie Cassidy looking for the open Liberty receiver. Oh, and she lifts it.
That was the
That was-
highest ball I've ever seen hit out here.
That was good. We've been actually practicing those in practice. Definitely improving on them.
You allowed to grab that with your hand and pull it to the ground?
With your hand?
With your hand? I'm guessing no, right?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't pull it down with your stick either, though, can you? Can you lift your stick that high?
I would assume you could.
Now make sure nobody's around, though, huh?
Yeah. We're going to have another Liberty corner. They've had a lot this game, actually. A lot of offensive corners. Great opportunities for them.
And anyone can take the corner, the shot to inbound
yes. It's always up to the coaches. We have Ari Broughton inserting. Jackie Cassidy. It's going to be Barnegat's ball coming out.
it. Hits her in the foot. Liberty doing a nice job so far this quarter of really keeping the ball down Barnegat's neck of the woods here.
Yeah.
First time we've seen Barnegat on this side of the field in quite some time.
Let's see if Liberty can bounce back and bring the ball back to their side. Got Queenie Lynn keeping the ball for Liberty. And Jackie Cassidy with the huge drive. Great job by the Barnegat goalie. Got Shay Gallagher with the great drive.
Gallagher back in action from her injury, huh?
Yeah, she's back.
Is this her first game back?
I think she's been back, yeah.
Shay had a bit of an unlucky run there. Some ACL problems, but it's good to see her back on the field. Nice drive. How's substitution work here?
So the player will wait on the sidelines for the player that's coming out, and they have to wait until they pass the out of bounds line to then go run in and cover for them.
And they can substitute whenever they want?
Yep, unless it's during a corner. You can't sub during corners.
Okay.
Looks like Julieta Cantuna's in for Jackie Cassidy as she's taking a breather.
Looks like a foot race. Barnegat's going to win that one. Jackie Cassidy at it again.
I believe that's Carly.
Number 9.
It's going to be a Barnegat corner.
Well, first one down this end.
See if Liberty can hold them.
Yeah, this is what always gets interesting. You know, this happens to players in all sports. You'll get opportunity after opportunity. Your opponent gets one and they capitalize on it. It can be super frustrating.
It really is.
Yeah. Let's see how they handle this.
That's going to be Liberty's ball coming out as it went out of bounds on Barnegat. It's always so frustrating when you're just trying to score a goal and it goes right past the goal out of bounds. Then you lose the ball.
Coach Borelli barking some orders on the sideline there. Always fun to see her in action.
Of course. I think we got Jackie Cassidy going back in soon.
Oh, that ball working its way right to the goal.
Looks like it's going to be Barnegat's ball coming in.
Shot on goal, that goes across. They can't take advantage of it.
Gonna And
defended.
it's going to be the end of the second quarter.
Mhm.
Going to bring us into halftime.
Well, I'll tell you what, second quarter, honestly, I thought the time of possession there dominated by Liberty in
Definitely.
that quarter, but just didn't seem to get the ball into the goal. I'm sure that's going to be a topic of discussion here
Yeah.
during this halftime break. And a quick time for us to shout out to our crew here. Mr. Noble producing today with director Billy. And I believe Keith's on the bus today as well.
Yes, Keith is on the bus.
As far as that goes, I couldn't tell you who else is working on there today. I came out and walked right out here. I can see Kyle on camera, and I can see Maria on camera, and that looks like one of our new guys down the end there, Riley, on camera. But
Is that a new freshman?
that's a new fresh. He spent a little time with us over the summer and
Oh.
in camp. It's good to see him out here.
Yeah, that's great.
Getting some freshy experience. We've got a 5-minute break here while they have their halftime, so we're going to take a short break for our public service announcement, and we'll see you back here in about 5 minutes. Barnegat up 2-0 early on here.
I know it's our anniversary dinner. I'll be there in a couple minutes. I'll text you when I'm in the car. Bye, Mom. See you later.
Don't text and drive.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
You didn't stop.
I know, but my girlfriend, she's mad at me. I had to text her.
It's my first day of school.
He's only 7.
I know, but I was looking down at my phone. I can't stop. I'm sorry.
I wait here by the curb when my old friend heard, hoping for bottles and cans to fill my car. Plastic's alright, cardboard's a delight. When you recycle, you're doing your part. Surround up all you can to help your fellow man. Keep the planet healthy wherever you roam. You're not acting alone. The earth is your home. Yeah, yeah. When you recycle, you're saving your home.
Everyone's doing their part. Mask up. Visit www.cdc.gov for more information.
Welcome back to JTV's Game of the Week. I'm Harry Ferrone.
And I'm Brooklyn Sylvan.
And we are watching the Barnegat Bengals take on the Liberty Lions here in a really great contested game of field hockey here.
Yeah, visitors up 2-0 right now, and Liberty Lions seem to have their heads up right now, still keeping the good energy, and let's see how the rest of the game will go.
Yeah, it's been a good one so far, honestly. Both teams playing pretty well. That second quarter really dominated by the offense of the Liberty Lions, just not able to put the ball in the goal.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting again to see this, how they bounce back from it. This field, we're on the field close to the street here, folks. We apologize for some of the sun glare we've got going here, but based on the position this field is in, there's really no way around it. The sun comes down right behind the field, so we're doing our best to keep the image as clean as we can for you. And I, of course, have with me today an actual field hockey player, which makes today's commentary here a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Learning a lot sitting next to young Brooklyn here today.
That's really great, honestly. I love talking about the sport and informing people on it, really. Not many people know about field hockey. Some probably don't even know that their schools have a team.
Yeah, and you know what? You spoke about this earlier, too, how important it is to try and get teams going at a younger age.
Yeah.
It's so tough when the first time you pick up a field hockey stick is 7th or 8th grade or something. Yeah, that's tough. Those soccer players have been playing since, they could walk.
I mean, some of the girls on the team who are starting on varsity have just started playing this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago, first time ever picking up the stick, and they just caught on right away.
Well, athletes, good athletes can do that too. But
yeah.
Again, I find this to be a sport. Obviously, you're going to do a fair amount of running in field hockey.
Definitely, yep.
How important do you think conditioning is for field hockey?
I think it's extremely important, and you gotta sometimes do it on your own though, because teams really like to focus on skills.
Absolutely.
Of course, they do incorporate some conditioning, but it's not going to be running for 3 hours straight.
No, it's funny because somebody asked me about that. I coached tennis and softball for years, and we spent a little bit of time on conditioning, but not tons of time, because I tell people the same story over and over again. I never lost a tennis match because I had a kid that got, couldn't handle being out on the courts, but I lost a ton of matches because we were outskilled. So,
yeah. Yep.
You kind of weigh those options, and teams have switched sides. I don't want to get you confused at home, folks, but they have switched sides now. So now this end, now Liberty defending, and the opposite end.
It's going to be an offensive corner for Barnegat after a foot call a little earlier.
Guess it helps to have small feet in this sport, huh?
I mean,
little size 5s could come in handy, right?
Yeah, it really could. Looks like the ref is trying to explain.
So when you're setting up this corner, the players that are on the midfield line for the Liberty, is that the Liberty offensive team or midfielders?
Well, there's only 4 people allowed in the goal for defense. That's why the corner is such an advantage for the offense. And as you could see before, actually, a Liberty player left too early before the girl hit the ball, so she was penalized by having to go to the midfield line.
And how many players do the offensive team get? Is it 6 on 4 or?
It's usually, yeah, it could be 6, and then plus the inserter.
Oh, plus the inserter.
Yeah, it really just depends on how the team wants to set it up.
Gotcha.
Got Shea Gallagher driving the ball up the field, and Barnegat gets a touch on it. Oh, looks like a Liberty player lost their stick for a second.
Yeah, she did. Like Jackie Casal. Looked like a number 1.
Yep.
You ever have a stick break on you during a game?
No.
Guessing those sticks are pretty hard to break, huh?
Yeah, they get scratched up and everything, of course, but never seen a stick break.
Barnegat tries to swing it to the outside. Back through the middle.
Towards the goal, we have Sarah Duke in goal today. She's a 4-year player, played all of her middle school career. Looks like Liberty's gonna start bringing this up. Ari Broughton, and Barnegat's gonna get the ball back. That's a great touch by Carly Castelli. Got Tori Rodriguez trying to get around the Barnegat.
Well, Barnegat coming out with an offensive mindset here this third quarter.
And take a shot on the goal. It's going to be Liberty coming out.
Deflected by Sarah Duke.
You know, I think the great thing about this game is how aggressive both teams are really being. That is key to this sport. Great drive by Tori Rodriguez. It's going to continue. Liberty ball. And again. It's going to be out of bounds on Barnegat. Jackie Cassidy's going to take the ball. It was a great lift by Jackie Cassidy.
That one was definitely up there.
Yeah.
Ball comes through. Looks like Shea Gallagher might have an opportunity, but well defended by the goalkeeper.
Liberty bounces back and gets back to the ball, though. It's going to be Barnegat ball.
Queenie Lynn fighting out there.
Queenie Lynn is actually someone who also just started playing her freshman year last year and was starter on varsity starting this year. So it's pretty impressive how fast kids can catch on to this sport.
I'm sure that's good news for Coach Borelli.
Definitely, yeah. See if Jackie Casali can get back to the ball. Looks like Christina Casali's fighting on the sidelines. Barnegat's going to take a shot on the goal. Just goes out of bounds.
Not sure who that went off of there, but looks like it's going to be a Liberty ball.
Yeah, I did see the Sarah Duke did get a deflection off of that, but luckily wasn't the last one to touch it.
Nice pass. That's going to go out of bounds, and if I'm not mistaken, that looked like it went off a stick of. Oh,
It's going to be Barnegat ball.
Barnegat ball. Yeah.
Yep. It's been pretty back and forth this quarter.
Yeah, both teams came out offensively minded, and it's been a pretty good seesaw ride so far.
Yeah, Liberty maintaining the not letting any more goals in so far. Hopefully they can keep it that way. but we'll have to see. It's going to be a dangerous ball on Barnegat.
Thought they were going to call that on the Liberty player, to be honest.
I honestly thought they were going to.
Nice stop.
Great stop by Barnegat. See if she can save that.
Good pass, but that ball had a little too much gas on it.
Yeah. It's going to be coming out for Liberty with Shea Gallagher taking the ball. Great hit by Shea Gallagher. Right to Emily Tavaska. Looks like Barnegat got the ball back in the circle. And it's going to be Liberty's ball coming out. With Tori Rodriguez taking the hit. Barnegat takes the ball back, heading for the circle. Very back and forth right now.
It is.
It's going to be foul on Barnegat. Let's see if the Liberty Lions can move the ball up the field a little.
They're struggling a little bit
Little
last
bit.
couple of minutes. But I take it you guys wear mouth guards.
Yes.
Shot goes wide.
You know, the great thing about these, the new coaching is we actually have a coach that has played Liberty field hockey before and went to a D1 college. And their college had the best field hockey team at the time, so it's definitely great having that
Oh, and who would
experience. Coach Jill Herron.
that be? Yeah, Coach Aaron was quite the player.
And a great hit by Shea Gallagher up the field. You know, it's crazy how one play can really just change the momentum of the game. Going to be a Barnegat offensive corner. Looks
Yeah, I was
like.
going to say, I thought I heard a whistle there blow.
Yeah.
Probably a foot foul there. There's a replay of that. Like a foot foul to me.
Yep.
No score there, so they do have a corner. So we're back live here for the corner. Oh, takes a shot, goes wide right.
Going to be coming out on for Liberty.
A little more than halfway through the third quarter here.
Still could be really anyone's game.
Completely.
Looks like Barnegat won that fight.
It's a tough one. Ariana does a nice job.
Ari Broughton, yeah, she's She's aggressive. She's one of the players that just started this year.
Basketball player.
Basketball player, lacrosse player.
Yeah,
now
athletic, good footwork.
At
Now,
field hockey.
Three athlete and now 3 sport
Yeah.
in it.
Good for anyone who does all 3 sports.
Yeah, it's tough to do all 3 seasons, to find a sport in each season that you're good at and interested in.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be another corner for Barnegat.
The corner it is as the rest of the team sprints down to the halfway to midfield.
It's tough sometimes when you get a lot of corners called on you and you're on that 50 and have to sprint back to the
Yep.
goal. Definitely adds even more of an advantage for the offense when the defense is getting tired. Looks like it's going to be Liberty ball. And Tori Rodriguez with the good stop. But it's going to go Barnegat ball.
That one bounces off, it looked like the side of the goal. Players saying on the field that the ball hit the pole.
And looks like Barnegat's going to, number 18 is going to get a foul on herself. Foot call. You know, that's always the most frustrating call when you trip over the ball.
And they call it on you.
Yeah. Especially when you hit it into your own feet. Rebecca with the great fight. Scores Liberty the ball.
A lot like the second quarter, on the opposite. The
Yeah.
Barnegat team really keeping the ball down this Liberty end of the woods.
Yeah. But Liberty's still putting up a great fight. And sounds like that's the end of the third quarter.
That is, and 2-0 here. Barnegat still up. 1 quarter to go. Pressure's definitely going to start mounting on
Yeah.
the Liberty team to get the ball in the goal here, but pretty solid play. For sure. And how long have you been playing field hockey?
I've been playing since 6th grade.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it would be great to, try a new sport, going into a new school. And I made some really great friends from it, so it's been fun.
So who did you meet through field hockey?
Pretty much everyone on the team, because we're all just so close. It is like a big family.
Yeah, I have noticed that about field hockey teams over the years. You guys tend to be a pretty tight-knit group.
Yeah, I've honestly never seen another sports team that is as close as has such a great bond like the field hockey team does.
Pretty tough group of girls too.
Yeah.
I always said in a pep rally, watch out for the field hockey girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know how to scrap. They can scrap, no doubt about it. This is not a sport for the timid, that's for sure. As you can see here, both squads having a good day out here on, can't imagine a better temperature day out here.
Yeah, not too hot,
No,
not too
nice
cold.
there's a little bit of a breeze
Yeah.
even blowing.
And that's great for the players on the field. You're sweating out there after running and you get that nice cold breeze. It's great. Great weather for today.
Coach Borelli, Coach Heron over there. Borelli, I like it, sporting the John McEnroe bandana today.
Yeah, actually, the whole team.
Really? Oh, even better.
We all wear red bandanas.
Are these safety glasses mandatory in field hockey?
No, they're actually not.
I was always surprised to find out that you guys don't wear face masks for this, because
yeah.
I just feel like on a given day that the sticks tend to be very close to your face.
Yeah, and I mean, from like coming in as an 11-year-old in 6th grade, hearing that all I get to wear is goggles and a mouth guard, I was like, how am I supposed to do this?
Yeah. I think that's probably part of where some of the toughness for these field hockey girls comes from, that attitude that, you know, once you accept that you're playing the sport, that there's not a whole lot of padding between you and the almighty.
Yeah. We've definitely had some pretty wicked injuries.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Well, trying to get something going here. Liberty committed to come out and play some offense here in a big way.
See if Rebecca can get the ball back.
That's Rebecca Falk, you're right. Big defensive play right there.
Yeah.
Looked like it could have been a little bit of a breakaway there.
It's going to be Liberty ball with Shea Gallagher taking the hit. Shea Gallagher is another player, has huge drives. It's going to be Barnegat taking the ball, trying to get it out of Liberty territory. Shea with a great drive. See if Liberty can get a touch on it. Got Queenie Lynn near the goal. Jackie Casali going after the ball. It's gonna be Barnegat ball coming out. Let's see if Liberty can get the ball back to where they were just moments ago. Liberty's fighting. They want to get that goal. See if they can keep it on their side.
Try to apply some pressure here.
It's gonna be Barnegat ball.
Falk again, slowing that team down. That's Sojak there. Been playing pretty solid all day long.
See if Jackie Cassidy can get the ball away. And it's gonna be Liberty ball.
I don't know how that ball didn't go anywhere.
You know, sometimes you just miss it.
But it still looked like it got hit pretty hard. Moved about 2 inches to the right. I don't understand that one, but
Ari Broughton's trying to get back.
She's
recover.
quick.
She is. Got a lot of hustle in her.
Pretty nice drive there by Tori Rodriguez.
Definitely looking like a better quarter for the Liberty Lions here.
It's kind of been a back and forth thing when it comes to the, both teams have played well all day. But
Yeah, definitely.
teams have kind of taken turns having their offenses kind of dominate the quarters, and
Yep.
third quarter definitely went to Barnegat, but so far, this quarter it looks like Liberty really applying a little more pressure.
Yeah, I haven't really, knock on wood, seen it on this side in a while. It's really just been with Liberty on offense. It's going to be an offensive corner for Barnegat.
Foot foul getting in the way there. Can it hit you in the shin in advance, or?
I think so. I don't really think I've had that happen to me too
No?
much. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it hits your foot and you just get away with it.
Pretty nice shot on goal, but
Yeah.
it just misses wide right. Actually went between about 4 people, too.
Gonna have Victoria Rodriguez bringing this ball out. See what she can do with it. Pretty good lift to Carly Castelli.
Another nice pass there. Shot on
Really
goal, deflected. And Liberty,
Good shot
like
by
Falk, deflected that, Rebecca.
Yeah. Both teams have been having pretty good shots on goals, but can't seem to add any more points.
Nice drive. Oh, good pass. Oh, that.
Oh,
Even I saw that one.
yeah.
I could see how the refs could miss those, though, because it could look like it goes
Yeah.
off. Looks like it could go off a stick.
You get some teams that the girls just scream. Like they get so angry if the ref misses it, especially in the circle.
Good defense there by Gallagher.
Looks like Ari Broughton tried clearing it, but maybe put the stick a little too high. Great defense by Liberty. Looks like it just missed the goal and went out of bounds. It's going to be Liberty ball coming out.
Dug themselves out of trouble there,
Yeah,
huh?
definitely.
I saw an awful lot of orange shirts over there.
I was getting a little worried.
That feeling of urgency getting heavier here. Got to be at least halfway through this fourth quarter.
Seeing a lot of great passes this game from both sides of the ball.
Nice to see that kind of skill being displayed out on the field.
Yeah.
Especially so many players lost time last season due to quarantines
Yeah.
or lack of play or cancellations, shorter season, that kind of thing.
Got Queenie bringing the ball up. It's like Barnegat got a stick on it. It's gonna be Liberty ball.
Ball goes out of bounds. Just kind of toss the ball 4 or 5 yards inside and then give it a drive.
Great stop by Ari Broughton, but Barnegat seems to recover.
And you don't actually have to drive it. You can just inbound it
Yeah, you
yourself.
can take it yourself. See, this is the time that teams that are down only by a short amount will start moving really fast on those free hits. 'Cause you want to make sure that you're wasting no time since the clock
Right.
doesn't stop. And Barnegat earns themselves another corner. We got Jackie Casale flying. So let's hope that she can make a great stop.
What does flying mean?
It's basically you go after the girl that the inserter passes it to. Just full speed, you can't be scared.
Nice pass.
Looks like they tripped up a little bit, Barnegat, but they're gonna have another corner. See which way Barnegat decides to bring this out. Oh. It's going to be coming out on for Liberty.
Slung that stick around like it was a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I was looking for the call there. But it looks like we got the ball from out of bounds on Barnegat. It's like a foot call.
Yep.
On Liberty.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh. She's going to try to shoot it, but Duke gets the block.
Oh.
And another corner for Barnegat.
Falk kind of blocked that. You tried to use her stick, but the ball bounced,
Yeah.
hit her in the leg. Which again gives us another corner.
Sometimes it's really just inevitable that the ball's just going to hit your foot sometimes. See, looks like they're just going for the shot on goal.
Hey, nice shot, kid.
Any penalties in the circle? Any kind of penalty shots happen here? Or is there anything you can do to get a penalty shot?
It's called a stroke.
Okay.
And it's if the ball gets stuck in the goalie's pads, or if if a defensive player is standing behind the goalie and gets hit with the ball, then there's a stroke. They're very rare though. Oh, just missed the goal.
That didn't miss by much, did it?
Very little. Thankfully, it's going to be a Liberty ball.
And pretty much right. You pretty much called it too. Defensively, the goalkeeper is really using their feet 90% of the time.
Yeah. You always get some of those really experienced players who can lift the ball up, which the goalie then uses their pad or even their stick sometimes, but
To deflect it, gotcha.
Yep. Good pass by number 11. Looks like Mackenzie Angelone is going in for Christina Casale here.
And she's got to wait till she comes off the field.
Yep. So now Mackenzie can run on, which causes a disadvantage for the team with
You're
the
basically
substitute.
playing one man down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you try to time it up perfectly, that it's not really on the side that the ball is
Yeah,
on.
like it's on opposite side, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Nice drive.
Great drive by Victoria Rodriguez up the sidelines. It's going to stay Liberty ball. They're going to have to start moving quickly. It's like number
Gallagher.
5 is going to get around Shea Gallagher.
But not around Rebecca Falk.
And that looks like it's going to be the end of the game.
All right.
With
Looks like
the-
Barnegat's going to come away with a 2-0 win, but well-played game for both
Definitely,
teams.
yeah. Both teams played really great today.
Yeah, I think keys to today, the simply Barnegat taking advantage of those opportunities
In the
to
first
score
quarter.
in that first quarter.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there was no scoring by either team after the first quarter.
Yeah. I think Liberty defense really stepped up their game and throughout the whole game, really. And both offenses played pretty well.
Yeah, pretty back and forth too, as far as trading off on quarters when
Yeah.
it came to the offenses. But Barnegat's gonna get a lead early and hold on to it. So pretty key B South matchup here. We've got the Barnegat Bengals 2, the Jackson Liberty Lions 0 for today. Want to thank Brooklyn Sylvan for coming down here and making all this make sense to us at home.
Thank you for having me.
We really do appreciate you being here. If we pick up any other field hockeys during the season, we'll be sure to give you a ring, and
Oh, of course.
unless
of
you're out
course.
on the field yourself.
I mean, I hope I am. I hope I'm back soon.
I hope so too. I hope you're get yourself back healthy here and get back out on that field.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's JT Game of the Week, JTV Game of the Week. I'm Harry Ferran,
And I'm Brooklyn Sylvan.
and we'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather.